シージファンの皆様、こんにちは、こんばんは。とある薬学生と言います。今回も最後まで楽しんでいってください。
from being accessed by the attack. His job is to prevent the push in through freezer. So that's all that Achieved is trying to do right now. And he can use all of his utility to accomplish that goal. From the golden stairs, Eclipse trying to challenge into the main lobby. He'll get one. Shala, though, elsewhere will get hot and cold. So no man advantage too strong. Hyper will get Achieved as well in the main lobby. That's the player who was playing by VIP. Thanks to Mint and Hyper coordinating, he's gone now. DZ is mostly on low HP. Shala and Geo can just stay alive for the last 10 seconds, and they might be able to clutch this, but it's not looking very likely. It's all on the Alda, and it's not going to work out. Shala with a big round, but DZ will take it.
He just gets smacked with the shield. What are you going to do? Two of the DZ members coming through the single. TSM have not really committed to fights all that much. They've been very passive, and they could just snap onto Dark Zero as Bolo's first engagement will come. He pops up. Beautiful shot onto Eclipse. Chala's there as well for TSM as they find their 2 kills. The Monty will continue to push on in. That's pressure that will need to be dealt with. Oh, but Shala handles it very well. Hot and cold in a 1v3 that very quickly becomes a 0v3. And TSM hangs on. All it comes down to, Michael, was that clock.
Access point, because they can push into dining from there. You just have to make sure they get open the sidewalls as well.
There's a minute left, so a lot of time now being taken by Dark Zero to try and ready their execute, and a drop from Merc could be right onto the head of Dark Zero. We'll see as the call is being made, and there you go. He picks off Hot and Cold and flicks onto Hyper. 2 kills for him. He's traded out from above, but the damage is already done. And with it, Dark Zero will now need on the previous round. It's going to be the greater enemy than their actual adversaries on the board, and the 5 gentlemen on the other side of the server that will be looking to punish them. And just as Merc does on the skies, Hot and Cold going for the plant though, and there doesn't seem to be enough visibility or coverage. A bit of panic from Chala. He gets taken out, and Merc's kill was all for naught as TSM are just sweeping everything away. It's all on Achieved's shoulders as Geo falls down below. So Achieved will now need to head on up, and he's watched on red stairs. Dark Zero managed to make a miracle happen. 45 seconds on the clock was plenty of time, and a large part of that, there goes Hot and Cold trying to go for the plant. He was successful on the previous round. Hyper with good coverage. From above, Eclipse gets felled by Bolo. Diffuser goes down. TSM still in an advantage, and now it's all on the shoulders of Hyper, who finds one onto Chala. Diffuser being started, but he's going to get shot away at from the Valkyrie. He doesn't know where he is. Hyper can't land the shots. Bolo dances around him, and G an arm by Hot and Cold, and there's plenty of swings of that sledgehammer still left. Hot and attempting a default plant in reading. Everybody knows where that tends to be. Hyper drops, and it's a repeat, but Merc is able to catch him out. A C4 will connect with Hot and Cold, so that's the Diffuser surrendered by Dark Zero as TSM has found 3 kills now to Dark Zero's 1. Things look like they were shaping up quite effectively for DZ after that initial skirmish, but it's been all TSM since then. And Skies gets shot in the back across fire, multiple angles as the C4 gets tossed out, and Geo will be the one to complete the sweep for TSM. The first half is over. TSM takes it 4-2 as we come to expect.
Testing Merc. Meanwhile, the roam clear upstairs is trying to open up some holes. Chala will get Eclipse, so Mozzie done. That was one of the roamers. Mint is going to win the fight against Merc that we were seeing earlier downstairs, and Merc paying respect where it's due. Now, There's not a lot of time left for the attack to hit the site, and they haven't really accomplished as much as I think they'd hoped they had. They at least got the roamer. That will be big. They don't need to worry as much about the holes above. That'll allow them, I think, a little bit easier access through this tiny hole that was made by Geo.
Hot and Cold is itching for a fight through that opening that you'd mentioned, and while he's going to need to just hold off the troops from TSM, he'll be aided by one of those toxic canisters being deployed by Skies. He's got 2 left in 20 seconds. That means that you'll be able to blanket the remaining timer. Just narrowly evading the frag grenade is the Hot and Cold once again on his belly. We talked about how important he was going to be, and he's the first line of defense. But right now, TSM just bursts on in. They get so many kills, but pistol out, Hot and Cold is gonna clutch! What a huge play from Hot and Cold! And he's not the first line of defense, he's the last, Michael. What a showing from him in the die. So Mint immediately drops, and TSM have got control of this side of Cocktail, and would you look at that? Hyper has not been removed from pillars. Skies and Mint have been removed from the server, though, by both Merc and Bolos. TSM, two very early and very quick picks into this action. When I say early, I don't mean into the round. I mean into the execute that's unfolding. Hot and Cold answers back. He's going to continue his good play before getting silenced by Merc. So TSM trades that one off quite quickly. Eclipse under the radar on White stairs. He's able to take out Geo, but not get back to the bomb site. TSM trading admirably so far, leaving Hyper in a final situation now between, what is it, 3 members? Make that 2 as Merc dies. Chala and Bolo against Hyper. Hyper sees 1. The second drops. What a clutch from Hyper. In pillars, he spent the entire part of the round in that exact location, and it pays off. Dark Zero stealing around and
pretty much an insurmountable task. Still very possible, though. East Repel is the focus here for TSM. They've got Chala at top red. He can apply some pressure and pick off some of the players that are looking at the East Repel. Ooh, that's big. He'll cut off the balcony, but he'll lose the fight to Eclipse, rather trade with Eclipse, both of them landing their headshots. Now it's all on Merc and Geo. Scratch that. Now it's all on Merc. He'll get the initial entry, the 1v1 now, but low HP on Merc. He has to rush with only 10 seconds left. No diffuser in hand. He has the stuns, but no time to use them. He goes for the push. This has got to be heard by Mint. With only 2 seconds left, all he needs to do is stay alive, and he'll do just that. Dark Zero take yet another round on defense. Minutes to support him here, as I mentioned earlier. Sun's going in. Houghton will reposition. Skies is holding on to Small from Harry Potter coat check area. He'll fall back. That's actually dangerous because now Bakery's exposed from a push from Small, but it's not going to matter as Eclipse and Hot and Cold pick up 1 kill apiece. So the push from Bakery effectively stopped, and the attack seriously struggling. That's to get rid of the air jab that was placed directly above the door, now allowing for a flank from Skies.
In prime position to do that if he doesn't get discovered by Chala, who looks to be setting another air jab in a very similar place. And, well, Skies doesn't have any impacts left, so he'll hear the air jab get placed and then have to head elsewhere. And he'll shore up his possible weakness on his flank as this extended Bakery hold is still very much going. And being assisted by a Maestro cam, the EMP will get caught. A second one will hit the Maestro square in the face. And down one goes and will need to be picked back up. Finished off, leaving Bolo inside of prep in a 1v4.
Wow.
He'll die. What dominance from Dark Zero. They look indomitable so far. 4 rounds in a row. Match point for DZ on the very first match.
And the way they do that is by being the ones to initiate, being the ones to set the tempo, set the engagement. His gas canisters are a good example of control right now. As you can see, Eclipse is not only delaying, but doing a little bit of damage as well to Bolo and allowing Mint to persist just inside of the pallet's corner. I don't think TSM is aware of this. No, the way they're playing, they don't know that there's someone still here. There is no way they've checked this, but the timing is really bad. There's a player behind that bar, but he doesn't know it. Mint doesn't know. There's so little information for both teams, and he might find the second. Yes, he will. Bolo doesn't get off cams. He's looking for a third, and he'll get it as he falls.
The chances to win this map for TSM have all but evaporated, and with it, it'll be series point, technically, for DZs. They'll only have 1 more map to go. There it is. It's in the books. They took map number 1 by virtue of not losing a single matchup.
Pray that you'll be dead to me.